We don't back down, this is what we're made of. Standing our ground, here it goes down. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Oh, wait and see, we're gonna be legendary. Ain't no time like the here and now. Yeah, we showed up, now we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. Raise up a white flag. Didn't come this far just to turn back. The curtains fall for the last act. Breaking that levee, breaking that levee. We don't back down, this is what we're made of. Standing our ground, here it goes down. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Oh, wait and see, we're gonna be legendary. Ain't no time like the here and now. Yeah, we showed up, now we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. We don't back down, this is what we're made of. Standing our ground, here it goes down. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Oh, wait and see, we're gonna be legendary. Ain't no time like the here and now. Yeah, we showed up, now we showing up. Oh, you and me, we're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary. Legendary. We're gonna be legendary.
I got metal running through my bones, a resurrection like a ghost. Hurricane, go ahead and blow. Where you could keep your white flag, I'll never fold. A shadow on a battlefield, a survivor never yield. A thunder, go ahead and shake. Don't run from the storm when I feel the rain. There's no rest for the wicked, no victory for the weak. And when the weeds getting thicker, you'll never see me on my knees. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. I got a fever in my blood, a falling embers from above. I feel the heat when the pressure blows, a wildfire that you can't control. There's no rest for the wicked, no victory for the weak. And when the weeds getting thicker, you'll never see me on my knees. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. With every beat on my heart, I'll be the light. control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive. You can't control this, it's explosive.
We're a racing family that you can trust on and off the track. So if you're looking for foundation repair, go online or give us a call to schedule your free inspection. If we fix your foundation and you mention Race On Texas, you will get a 1-year free subscription to the All Access Pass.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
LSRTV, your home for sim racing, welcomes you to the next round of the Sim Racer Hub Challenge Web Series. Tonight, the Nashville Super Speed, the Nashville Knights, twin please. Well, good evening. I am solo tonight, and I'm also mobile. So there's two things that I'm usually used to. I'm Wesley Alton. Analyst is me. Charles Wooten might jump in here. I wish sometime I could get him to get into the world of commentary like he used to. But for the most part, he's in the producing directing chair, and obviously about ready to go here for the quality as the drivers getting ready to go around Nashville. This track is 1.5 miles, obviously. It's the Nashville Super Speedway, and all fine it's not a big field of drivers, and it's kind of disappointing, but honestly, I was getting ready for Christmas, the holiday break. The driver availability usually 25-30 is not the case. So, anyhow, we'll make the best of that. Say the show goes on. Roll down the racetrack. We'll see what girl can do with the machine. It's all fine. Is just a bit for the shadows here. The good lap in qualifying. Right. The number 29 machine is as your qualifying continues on for these guys. Obviously, they got to put down a really good lap. That's what they want to do. You want to put a good lap down here. We watch this going on now. What if I'm being... Charles, can you hear me okay? It's kind of like it froze a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up myself. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, let me make an adjustment and I'll be right back. Stand by. Just stay with qualifying. Hopefully that will make it be a little bit better. Charles, hopefully that is better on my end as Andrew Miller's on the racetrack right now. Andrew Miller, the number 18 M&M's Toyota. Like I said, everybody, I'm mobile. I'm not in my studio like I usually am. I just got done doing a basketball video broadcast. Qualifying. Put down that best lap around the Nashville Super Speedway as Andrew Miller, the Candyman, works his way around the speedway. Put another lap on board. Andrew Miller again tonight is Nashville Knights Twin 40s. And here comes Ryan Bloom now onto the racetrack. Ryan Bloom is another one of those drivers that have absolutely showed improvement not only in the Northwest but obviously in this series as well, coming off of a win. The Monster Energy number 22 coming across the line. Let's see where he ends up in qualifying. Midway through now, by the way. 5 minutes down, 5 minutes to go in this qualifying run. Want to hit your marks perfectly, obviously, as these guys work their way around the racetrack here at the virtual home, here at the Nashville Super Speedway. My apologies. Last night, my iRacing broadcast was at Homestead. Ryan Bloom crossing the line, 30.180 seconds. 30.180 will be improved to be any quicker. We'll find out right now. We'll watch. Charles, if you don't mind, can you put up the pylon if you don't mind, for qualifying, buddy. I don't have it like I normally do to see it. If you can show it to us on the monitor. There you go. Thank you, sir. And obviously we're seeing right now Sturgill of being the fast man right now, and Room will move up to that number 2 spot here in qualifying. So another good solid lap. Very close in proximity were the times for very close in proximity. 29.571. Sturgill on the racetrack here. Another lap working around as he is the fast man. Ryan Bloom, can he bump him? No, he cannot. He'll stay at second. Charles, to answer your question, I am mobile. Once my CRN crew can get me the broadcast equipment for the radio for basketball, then I can try to move to another location than where I'm at right now. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for them to finish up, and then whenever they do, I can kind of relocate to another place. But no, I'm not at home in my studio. So we'll make the best of it, everybody. Our apologies if it sounds a little pixelated, but we'll try to quickly fix it. So I'm seeing a good video feed now as we're watching the countdown clock go down here to 0 in qualifying. Charles, I got to bring you in, man. Where are the drivers at, dude? Where are the drivers at tonight? You think it's getting ready for the Christmas holiday? I know you've been kind of excited playing with your big Christmas present, your new RC car.
I think they're either traveling or maybe they're being penny pinchers right now, and they don't want to put in money that they have to spend on their kids. See, this is why I stay single. But yeah, I mean,
exactly. So do I.
But you have a kid, so you got to buy him things. So see, I buy myself things. Yeah, I figured they're traveling or saving money for presents and whatnot. Everybody's got to buy that eggnog and fruitcake. So yeah, I figured they're just a slow time right now for the holidays, but I believe our next race isn't till after Christmas, so they should have an influx of money then, and maybe they've kicked family out of the house. So I think we'll see them come back then. And actually, we have 13K, so we're missing about 4 or 5. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, we're missing some guys. And by the way, I've kind of adjusted my signal. Hopefully that might make things be a little bit better as far as what I sound like. And I will tell you, it looks like the game has ended. So as soon as my crew can pack up the broadcast equipment and get it in the car, then I can try to travel to another better remote location with better signal. But as long as I'm staying right here, I think it's working good where I'm at right now. So I'm seeing the clock in unison ticking down. I can hear you perfectly. Yeah, man, obviously it's just a lot of people getting ready for the Christmas holiday. Next Monday will be Christmas, and I will tell you this much, man. What is it, the Christmas Eve race? We're really looking forward to that one. Do you know that, that the purse, what is it, $2,100 for that race next Monday night that we're doing?
Yeah,
or is it this Sunday night? Yeah, right, Sunday night for Christmas Eve.
We got one the 23rd and the 24th. That's
right.
So we have tonight, Wednesday night, the 23rd and 24th.
What is that, the Roar by the Shore? Roar by the Shore. I think it is 200 miles at Daytona.
Yeah, we ain't done yet, but we'll get done to sometime Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And by the way, I do need to get with you about the New Year's Eve event. I think Cody Demers and I want to do it, and to fulfill the obligation, we want to keep it on LSRTV. If you would just answer your phone, and I'll answer my phone, because we keep playing phone tag with one another. Oh, let's go racing now, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lineup here at Nashville in race number 1. Michael Sturgill will be on the pole with the number 90. Ryan Bloom to his outside of the number 22. That will make up row number 1. Row 2, Michael Garone in the number 29 to his outside. It is, of course, Stan Carnathan in that number 82. Row 3, of course, Joseph Plager in that 97 machine. Plager to the outside will find Bradley Rivers in the number 15 machine, making up row number 3. Row 4, Michael Wolford as well in the 7. Toby Ritters to that 23 on the outside. Row 5, we'll find Andrew Miller, the Candyman. He is by himself, and that is the starting lineup for these drivers. As again, not a very big crowd of trucks here tonight at the virtual Nashville Super Speedway as we get set for run number 1 in the Nashville Nights.
Not to contradict you, but technically we do have a crowd of cars, because isn't 3 a crowd? I know your word is plethora. We do not have a plethora of trucks, but we do have a crowd, because 3 is a crowd.
We got 9. I mean, it's better. Henry Ford said all you need is another car to have a race, so we got more than that. So we have a good field, just not the big numbers like we're used to having. But with that said, the field is pacing, and we're getting ready now for race number 1. 40 laps the distance. Remember, the winner of the race, the field is inverted. There will be no overtimes. If we get a caution, it is what it is. They'll race back, and the field inverted for race 2. Nashville Nights, ready to go. Twin 40s, race number 1. Merry Christmas. We're green flag in the Music Virtual City. Let's see how they hold it together off into the corner. Sturgill's going to get the jump on everybody. Garone probably by Bloom alongside. All this is going on as they work their way to the back straightaway now. Working into turn number 3, Sturgill. And that top spot down to the inside. Here they come. Working off turn 4. Give lap number 1 to Robert Sturgill. Ryan Bloom. Of course, Garone. All these guys, Plager, in the top 5 are Carnathan. The most important thing here is we don't have 10 trucks. You want to be smart, obviously, Charles, and you don't want to wreck, because obviously, you can get a top 10 out of the deal. In race 1, everybody's got a chance to do good here tonight.
And you're going for that win. You might as well go for the win, because, I mean, like you said, 10 cars, you're going to be 10th on the invert. Even if you finish 10th, actually 9th, you've got a top 10, so yeah, go for the win. That invert is not going to hurt you. You're still in the top 10, and I would just go for it. As Sturgill's doing right now in that 90 machine, he's going all out, and what you don't want to do is get in a wreck, as you mentioned, because with only 9 cars, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of cautions here, if any, tonight. I feel bad for BAA 1-1 though.
I think we'll be able to say for the first time here that we could possibly see somebody easily go win this race, go to the invert in 9th, and quickly have a chance to win here again, easily again. I say that because obviously there's not a very big field of talent right now on the track. Sturgill is the man that leads the way. Bloom in 2nd, Garone to 3rd. There you see these drivers from high above Nashville working their way back across the start-finish line, back into 1 and 2. And again, right now, Robert Sturgill is the man that we're looking for. Ryan Bloom, winner last week, as a matter of fact. He's got some momentum going for him in that number 22, one of our friends of the Northwest Series. He's in 2nd. Obviously, you've got Garone Jr. right there in tow. All that's going on is they work their way around the racetrack under the lap bend, and right now a handful of laps into this race. And Charles, we're clean and green. You're single file. This is exactly what you need to do. Just kind of ride around the racetrack and just get yourself to the end of about 10 to go, and then you make a run for the finish and the money.
Yeah, and we mentioned that, the lack of cautions probably in this race, and if they stay single file like this, we're running 29-second laps. You're talking about 20 minutes for a race. So a little different than we're used to. We're a little bit longer, but we're talking 20 minutes a race. Then we'll talk to the top 3 in another 20 minutes. So in less than an hour, this race will probably take about an hour for both of them to complete. So a very short night of racing. But, that's why I encourage the drivers. I wish they were here, because surely you would like to get away from your family for 1 hour to come race. I mean, I don't know about you, Wesley, but I would take the time to get away from my family. I mean, I would like more than an hour, but, it's a nice little break.
You drag me out of a basketball radio broadcast to come do this, okay? I'm sitting in my car in the 30-degree weather outside North Carolina's Clayton Arena right now, calling an iRacing broadcast. People are looking at me as they are leaving their cars outside the arena like, what is this guy doing in his car, literally talking to himself? Yes, thank you. You made me look like I'm a crazy man, and I am a crazy guy.
In full disclosure, this is not the first time we've done something like this. While we watch this racing, and it's starting to heat up here for the top 4. We have done stuff, if you refer back to some of the podcasts we've done, which we might have to talk about getting that back on the channel. We have, I've been heard over the podcast before and got you free nachos or trash can nachos.
Yes,
So-
yes, you did. Yes.
This is not the first time they've heard crazy people talking. It's been fun.
I think the last time I was mobile was a couple of weeks ago, obviously, on a same scenario like this. Obviously, our colleague Jason Rockefeller wasn't available, and he's not. I'm solo tonight. But in addition to that, literally, just watching all this going on, we're watching everything
You say
happen
solo
with
like I'm
Sturgill
Chad
in the lead.
Liver up here.
No, you're the man. You're up here producing, but I know you want to do more directing than producing. So, anyhow, Sturgill is the man up in front. He's got a really good run. Charles Wooten is producer/color analyst guy, kind of helping me out. Hey, listen, thoughts and prayers to Terry Radford and his wife and the baby. They're in the hospital. That's something that's going on. Somebody else was going to be available. Cody Deemers was going to be available tonight. Something else happened where he couldn't be available. Anyhow, we're right now working through this. 12 of 40. Race number 1. And I'll tell you what, Charles, Sturgill is just doing perfect. You see Ryan Bloom. He's right there within a cat's whisker of Sturgill. He just can't reel him in as they work off of turn number 4 to try to put another lap on the board here.
Yeah, and I decided tonight I'm going to be your color guy, but you have to refer to me as your wingman, so we'll go with that. Mainly because I like Buffalo Wild Wings, but yeah, Bloom, I think that's a good shot.
Charles Wingman Wooten.
Yeah, there you go. I think Bloom has a good shot of winning this. He's fast. I did talk to Toby Ritters, and, I talked to him a little bit. He's further back, but, he is investing a lot of time. He wants to get wins here, but it's not necessarily about the wins here. He just wants that seat time because he is diehard Northwest, and he wants to put on a show when he comes back, as if he already hasn't anyway. So he wants to do that, put on a good show, and get more wins when it comes to the Northwest. And to do that, he needs that seat time as we watch the 97 here. Try to get by some drivers, but not quite happening yet.
That's Clifford at Toby Ritters that you just saw him mixed up just a moment ago, and he right now in that 7th spot. Everybody right now at least going to have a top 10 finish. They're all in the top 10. 9 drivers took the green flag. 15 of 40 laps now when they come to the line this time by. Robert Sturgill is the leader right now. He's the man that's up in front in that number 90 machine. Ryan Bloom in 2nd, Jerome the 3rd. Of course, the driver Plager and Carnathan right now the top 5. No change in those spots. Followed by, of course, Rivers, Ritters, Walford, and Miller. And what a tough break for Miller, obviously. The Candy Man is what I normally call him in the M&M's 18 machine. He's normally one of those guys that normally rally right up there to the front. Tonight, he is struggling, Charles. He's been in the back. He started in the back, and he is staying in the back.
Yeah, I agree. That he's usually up in the front. This would be where he's at right now. I would say this is like Kyle Busch prior to going to RCR. He's kind of in the back. He needs to get back to RCR so he can get back to the front because what was it, like 2 or 3 races? One race he gets with RCR and just starts doing great. So, never been his biggest fan of Kyle Busch, but I mean, it was good to see him doing good. But yeah, Adrian Miller, a driver that's typically always towards the front here. So, maybe he's playing the strategy. Stay in the back, get to the front in the first one. We've seen him pull off the track before so that he would start on the pole in the front one, or the second race. So, could be a strategy play here.
Yeah, just kind of, if you will, watching this strategy, as you mentioned, all happening around the racetrack, and 17 of 40 laps. Man, I was doing so good, then all of a sudden it went out. Come back.
Well, I got you good now, and I did talk to a couple of drivers, and
I'm slapping the screen. I'm slapping the screen. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm literally slapping the screen right now.
These drivers may be slapping this car right now or this truck, because when I did talk to a couple of them, they were saying this truck is loose. And to quote Toby Ritters when he told me this, one of the drivers told me this, he said this truck is loose, and that is not like these trucks. These trucks do not get loose; they get tight. So it is a fixed setup. So not sure if it's an iRacing fixed setup or if it's a custom-made fixed setup for this truck, but they said it is loose. So that should be interesting the longer we get into this run. Ooh, as you saw, somebody just kissed the wall right there. That was Brad Rivers in the 15.
Wow, yeah, Rivers struggling there in that truck. Highly unusual for him to be doing that.
I'm starting to wonder if some of these people are, maybe they've already started their celebrations with turkey and chicken and ham and whatever. Maybe they're just a little in a food coma or something, and that's why some of the drivers we normally see up front are struggling in the back right now.
Yeah, I am surprised. I really thought we would have had a pretty good turnout. We're halfway through in this race, 20 down, 19 to go, 21 down, 19. Obviously, I think this is something that maybe the powers that be, Charles, with the Sim Rate Scrub Challenge, will consider the Christmas or the week Christmas. Because drivers and people have the thing going on. By the shore and that Christmas Eve FEGPC event, if the numbers are not good, those big money races, I'm going to be furious if I'm the promoter for that on Saturday and Sunday now.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I don't think those. I think we'll see good car count there. You're going to have big money on the line.
You got a lot of good money on the line. You got money on the line. You're exactly right.
And all of these leagues, even this one, are structured to where the more cars there are, the more payout there is. So I believe 13 have been paid in tonight, so I'm not sure what the official payout will be. But hey, if you're coming into these winter months and you want to do some money racing, get in the FEGPC Wednesday series. We can hook you there. Get up in the Sim Racer Hub Challenge Winter Series. Those are 2 great ones. Obviously, the Wednesday doesn't have many left, but this one's still got quite a bit. We go into, I believe, January, February, something like that. It goes a little bit longer as it started a little bit later. So, come out there, join us as we now coming up on 15 laps to go at the line next time. This one's just about over, but you get 2 30 to 40 lap races. So you're not here all night, which is nice.
We're going to watch this now, as obviously all of this is continuing to go on. 8 laps to go. Robert Sturgill is still the man that is leading the way. He has got a nice, comfortable lead on Bloom. You've got that second spot now, of course, with the driver of Flager. He is going to try to somehow reel back in him. But right now, as we approach 10 laps in race number 1 here, the Nashville Knights Twin 40s, Sturgill is about to be under attack because Ryan Bloom, Charles, has waited patiently time to make his mark, and now he is reeling him in for the lead as they go into turn number 3.
Yeah, with only 9 cars, I don't think Ryan Bloom felt that pressure to really go after him early. He's going to wait until the last minute, and I think he's going to try to get him here, kind of snipe that spot away in these last couple of laps. And if you don't get it, you finish second. You still got a good points night. And, you've got a lot of people in the top point standings that aren't here. So, even with a bad points night, you're not going to lose too many. You're still going to gain on those leaders. So there's really not that pressure to, try to gain as many spots as you can. But I think Ryan Bloom will do it here in the next couple of laps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Laps to go. 12 laps to go. Exactly right, Charles. Thank you, man. That's a great point. Great valid point as we continue to watch the laps tick away here. Sturgill's in the front, but Ryan Bloom looking inside, looking outside. He is trying to find that line to make that move as we got one guy bouncing off the concrete. And this is a concrete racetrack here at Nashville, but right now, obviously, Sturgill is looking for a victory. Charles, if I remember correctly, I don't think he's won. This could be the night for that driver there.
I'm not sure. I will have to look it up and see. I can get their stats pulled up, but I believe you might be right. It's he maybe has not won. We will definitely find out.
There you go. That'll be cool. Have a good one.
And gonna take a gander here for that is the Winter Series. We're looking at their stats, and no, Sturgill has won one race.
That's right, he did. Yep.
Yeah, he won race 5.
I don't have my stats in front of me like I normally do, Charles. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to forget. But yes, he does have a win. Obviously,
he won the Hollywood Casino Double Down 40s race number 5 at Kansas.
On the board, 8 laps to go now in the Twin 40s. 8 to go here at the virtual Nashville Super Speedway. Sturgill is out. Yeah, Charles.
I'm kind of shocked. Bloom hasn't made the pass yet. He's fallen back, actually. Is now Joseph is actually coming in at 97, potentially to make a move. It went from a 2-car battle to a 3-car battle here with these last 7 laps. So we'll see. I still think Bloom's got a good shot, but I'm not counting out that 97 now either. He has made a huge last couple of lap surge here.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't count him out. Don't count him out one iota, as right now he is working with the momentum on his side. As Sturgill in the lead. There you see the 97 of Plager. He's in 3rd. Right now working back off that corner, turn 4 to the line. Now make it 6 laps to go here in race 1, the Knights Twin 40s. By the way, don't forget, Fake PC Customs Super Speedway Series. We're going to be at Daytona tomorrow night. And that is the prelude to the big money that is the Brandon Broadfoot Rewards by the Seashore, and the big race that is going to be the Chrissy event. And that is going to be a big night. Charles, that is over $2,100 purse up for grabs.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only agreed to do that Christmas Eve race because I hope it's a late enough race that Santa flies over, because last year he didn't really give me that good a gift, so I'm going to make sure that I just get free access to the sleigh, and I'm going to go get what I want. So hopefully he comes over about the time we're doing that broadcast.
Ho, ho, ho to you and your 4 to go. Bloom is in front. He leads the way.
Yeah, he just took that lead, and we knew it was coming. He's fast, and he was just biding his time. And also Joseph in the 97 got by, so Sturgill kind of falling back a little bit. But again, third place, nothing to be ashamed of. He'll definitely be happy with it. Well, he may not be happy with it, but he can't complain too much. It's still going to be a solid finish, knowing that your points leader going isn't even here. So that will definitely help them. I have a feeling that he is going to lose the points lead after this race, as he was only, I believe, 13 points out. So that points lead will definitely change.
You got to remember, Charles, as they come to the line with 2 laps to go, 3 miles remaining, you can drop races. So this might be a race where maybe the points leader could not be here tonight, so he can use this as a drop race. We'll see how that all shakes. But right now, Robert Sturgill falling all the way back to third, as Ryan Bloom has put himself in the catbird seat. Flagger right there behind him, and they're coming to the line. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here in race 1, the Nashville Super Speedway. Nashville Knights Twin 40s. And in the virtual Music City world, Ryan Bloom continuing momentum as he won, and he gets it done again. Here comes the Monster Energy Double Deuce. Ryan Bloom to the line. He wins number 1 here at Nashville Sim Racer Hub Winter Challenge.
Yeah. Forgot what I was going to say there, but no. Yeah, Bloom wins. I'm so he'll be happy about it. And we'll get to talk to these drivers a little bit about, what they think of the car count, how the race was. That kind of went pretty much how we thought it was going to go. Caution-free, flag to flag. So I have a feeling that's how the second one will go too, because even with the lower count, these guys that are in 9th, they're not slow drivers. So you're not going to have like super slow versus super fast. They're going to be evenly matched. So the race number 2 will be interesting. And Wesley, I know you like to throw this up, so we'll just throw it up real quick. But it's 0 across the board.
Lead change is 0. I find that strange, because actually, obviously, the man that was up in front for the longest time was Michael Sturgill, but at the end, Ryan Bloom get, around.
Well,
so obviously,
the reason is, so the caution information is correct. The reason you don't see lead changes is because of the way it's set up. We are in practice, so obviously it reset to 0. But yes, there was one.
Oh, it reset. That's what happened. That's right. Exactly right. So Charles just should have been a little bit quicker grabbing that at the end. But of course, that's brought to you by Virginia811.com, reminding you to dig with care. Hey, the holiday season is here. Don't be crazy. Contact V811, 811.org. They're all across of A, and even in the other parts of the country. If you decide to dig a hole for a swimming pool, put it in a phone line, put in the telephone pole, putting in a water line, deciding to build a barn, you're deciding to do anything, contact them, because you don't want to take somebody's power or a telephone line or power cable, and the entire community is going to be ticked off at you. Sorry about that. I went from TikTok to ticked off. You caught that, pardon the pun. So, yes, Virginia811.com, reminding you to call before you dig. And obviously, let's take a look at the results for race number 1. Race number 1, there it is. Ryan Bloom gets it done. Joseph Flagger will finish in 2nd. Michael Sturgill is 3rd. Stan Carnathan will finish in the 4th spot. 5th will be Michael Garone. Then it's going to be the driver of Bradley Rivers, Toby Ritters, Michael Wolford, and Andrew Miller here in the next round of the SimRacerHub.com Challenge Winner Series. So, Charles, listen, this is what we're going to do. You go to Discord. You grab the top 3, buddy. I'm going to stay here in our broadcast channel. I got all of my broadcast equipment going to try to surrender to a better location for better signal, and I'll be back to join you for race number 2, my friend, if you can do that.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as we talked about, Wesley is finding a new location as he is on the road, leaving basketball. As you know, real work does come into effect. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, but the show must go on. And I get to, after a while, talk to our top 3. I apologize to them. I'll pass that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these here interviews. But we're going to get to it nevertheless, starting with our 3rd place finisher, which was Sturgill in the 90. First off, we heard from a couple of drivers this truck was tight, or sorry, loose, not tight like it usually is. So how was that truck handling out there on this just massive super speedway?
Fine for me until out of nowhere it just wanted to plow into the wall, so that was pretty sick.
Well, you know, and all along the lines that obviously wall damage is gonna hurt you, but we didn't have any cautions. Are you thinking this second race probably be the same way? Are you thinking maybe, you know, with the field invert we may see a caution in this one, or no?
Nah, I don't think we really have enough trucks tonight for anything to really happen. I think as long as we get past the first 4 or 5 laps, we should be good, because that's really the only time the truck's loose.
Well, I'm going to ask everyone this one, and that's just, I know we all have our reasons why we think some of the drivers may not be showing up Christmas time coming around. You got to get them presents for the kids, or kids will get cranky. But you know, obviously we still have quite a bit of racing to go. So, well, what do you got to say to the driver? Well, let's get some drivers to come in here. What do you got to tell them to get in this series? We got a lot of racing still.
It's a good series. We've had a lot of green flag runs, and it's always good, you know, racing for some money. I know we had I think we had 13 or so paid for this week. I don't know why not everyone showed up, but yeah, if anyone's looking for a league on Tuesday nights and wants to race for a little bit of money, they should come out and check this out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Come out here. We love broadcasting this one. And y'all getting some good airtime tonight. So, real quick before we let you go, and I'm sure we'll be talking to some of y'all again, if not all of you. Any sponsors on that car you got to thank?
Roasted Jim's Coffee, Moscow Joe's, and Shady Designs. And you guys for broadcasting this thing.
Well, again, congrats on third place, and keeping an eye on our time. We got about 8 minutes to go. Joseph, you come in second here in the number 90 machine. One of the only 2 Toyotas. We got a lot of Chevys here, so congrats on second place in that Toyota machine. But same question, loose, tight, how was the truck? We know it's a fixed setup, but we don't know if it's, is this an iRacing fixed setup, or is it a custom fixed setup?
Yeah, no, this is just the standard iRacing setup. As far as I know, it should be the exact same. So yeah, it was a little loose in the first couple laps. You just kind of have to be careful not to overstep it. But once the tires, warm up and everything, it feels great. And then at the very end, yeah, like Michael said, it just plows tight. It's you can really feel it.
Going into the reverse where we flip this field and you're starting at the rear, obviously you're still looking at a solid top 10. So with the Christmas time and a little bit lower car count, but are you going to go at this second race a little different, or are you just going to still kind of bide your time or work your way through this field, knowing that you don't really have to push it as hard as if there was, say, 30 or 40 cars on the track?
Yeah, I would say, I feel like I had better tires toward the end. I was catching both Ryan and Michael there at the end, so I had a little bit better tires, but I feel like I still could have saved it a little better. I want to get past some of the guys. I want to get up front a little quick, but I don't want to use them up too fast, so I want to see if I can do even better with tire saving.
Well, there you go. And before we let you go, also thank the sponsors on that truck here tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you for Aspiration Homes, my brother-in-law's company. They support this team and a couple races here this season, and also thank you to Sim Racer Hub with the whole platform behind this. So thank you to you guys too. You guys do an amazing job with this broadcast.
Well, that was until they let me in the booth. Congrats on second place here tonight. And a driver that I'm very familiar with, that is the 22 of Ryan Bloom. Ryan, you get the win here in race number 1. What are your thoughts? How was the truck? What are your plans for race number 2?
Thanks for the thanks on the win. Yeah, the first few laps are a little loose, like they said, and then just kind of tightens up. I was trying to take care of my tires as best I could, but just riding that dirty air, especially the closer I got to Michael, just things tightened up in the corner, and it was just kind of plowing there towards the end. But so when he hit the wall, I definitely saw an opening there. I honestly didn't think. I pretty much thought I was just going to finish second. It was going to be tough to get around him. The high line I thought was even tighter. But yeah, I saw an opening there and just kind of tried to go for it there on the high line, just trying to beat him off the corner, and finally worked. So yeah, I'll take the win anyway and get him. Yeah, go ahead.
We know you've been using this as a lot of practice, so we all do these winter series. Is that really what these winter series are for you? Is just getting that seat time in practice for the upcoming full 30 race, 40 race seasons that are coming up during the summer?
Yeah, for me it is, especially in the fixed set. You're usually on the tire side, and I think I kind of struggle with those fixed sets when they're on the tire side. I prefer a little more looser, but yeah, for me it's just a matter of seat time, trying to get better. I'm always trying to get better. It's just kind of what I'm looking for. I know there's always room for improvement, so I using this as the way to get better, and just some additional seat time before kind of the main series ramps up. And yeah, so far it's been a lot of fun, and enjoying it so far.
Oh, definitely enjoying it. We're enjoying covering it. And we didn't get to ask you. We know you got some sponsors to thank. So who would those sponsors be on that number 22 tonight?
Yeah, I don't have them on this truck right now. Hopefully I can get them on here soon. But I just want to thank Click It RV, sponsoring our trucks throughout the year in the Northwest Series. And if you're in the market for an RV in the Northwest area, check out clickitrv.com. And just want to thank you guys for a great job on the broadcast, and Sim Racer Hub for putting this league on.
There's your top 3 for race number 1. We will be going into race number 2 here in the next 3 minutes, but we'll step aside. We got some sponsors we got to thank too, and we'll be back here momentarily with race number 2 for another 40 laps.
We're a racing family that you can trust on and off the track. So if you're looking for foundation repair, go online or give us a call to schedule your free inspection. If we fix your foundation and you mention Race On Texas, you will get a 1-year free subscription to the All Access Pass.
Welcome back, and we're back, and I am actually, Charles, 10 miles in a different location than where I was at the arena in Clayton. Like you said, away from all the other people with cell phones and all that good stuff, so we're ready to go. Second race of the Twin 40s. Let's give you that starting lineup here for the invert. Andrew Miller, Michael Wolford on row number 1. Row 2, Toby Ritters, Clifford got a good starting here. He'll start 4th. Row 3, Michael Garone, followed by the 82 of Stan Carnathan. See what he can do. Row number 4, winner of race 1, Michael Sturgill. And then, of course, I'm sorry, finished in the top 3, Michael Sturgill. And Joseph Plager alongside in the 97. And Ryan Bloom, winner of race number 1, starts in the back. And there's the field lineup. The winner of race 1 inverted to the last starting position. And of course, the man that finished in 9th on the pole. Caution free in race number 1. And Charles, I don't know, man. Part of me thinks that race number 2 is going to be wild. I think we're going to see the fireworks in race number 2. It's kind of shades of what we saw the other week ago.
I wouldn't play the devil's advocate here. I think it's going to be a calm race. And actually, just noticing that our second place starter, Michael Wolford, didn't even elect to start this race. So we only have 8 drivers starting this one. I think we're going to have a calm, cool, collected, and we're going to be eating dinner soon. Well, I already ate dinner, but you might be eating dinner soon.
Yeah, I haven't ate dinner yet. We're green flag, ready to go in the second race of the Twin 40s here, Nashville Nights. Merry Christmas from everybody at your home for sim racing. And we hope you strap in and enjoy this one.
Yeah, when I was talking to those drivers in the post race, our top 3, pretty much the consensus was this truck is loose for the first 4 to 5 laps. Once they get spread out, this truck gets really tight. Ooh, we got one in the wall. That's a 90.
Wow, Sturgill.
Yeah, he's a blast.
Robert Sturgill.
Once they get kind of single file and they get a few laps on there, it tightens up. So that I think we're going to see, if we can get through these first couple of laps, that is, I think we're going to see some clean green racing in another caution-free race. But again, that's if we survive these.
Yeah, we'll see how it all shakes down, as right now they work their way off the corner, a couple of laps in so far. As now we see the 82 Carnathan under attack by Flager and Garone, Michael Garone right there. Right there also is Ryan Bloom. Ryan Bloom so far in that 8th spot, waiting patiently to make his move as Garone about tagged the safer barrier down the back straightaway as they work their way into that 3rd turn right now. Concrete here at the 1.5 miles of the Nashville Super Speedway as they work off turn 4 back down to the line. It is lap number 3 completed. Miller, the Candyman, who hung back in race number 1, Charles. He's right now the man up in front, but boy, I'll tell you what, Rivers is coming and he's in a hurry.
Yeah, I think that was a big strategy for the 18. Well, we'll see if it pays off in the long run. He clearly didn't keep the lead for very long. But I think he'll still have a solid run because, like I said, these trucks are loose right now. Your tires are fresh. Once these tires wear off, you're not going to be able to make his passes as well. You're going to be in dirty air, so that's not going to help you either. So I think he may lose 1 or 2 spots, maybe 3, but I think he's in for at least the top 3, maybe top 5 finish because of that strategy he pulled, staying out or staying towards the back so he could be in the front for race number 2.
Yeah, watching all this right now going on as they work their way back across the line for another lap in. Obviously, 40 laps the distance in the Twin 40s here tonight. Everybody just kind of being patient here. Obviously, the man we'll watch, we'll see, is Ryan Bloom. Well, Ryan Bloom's
tweeting and Facebook and telling their family and friends, hey, Clayton lost. Clayton won.
Clayton won, by the way. They won by 10.
There you go. Yeah, all those people using their data. It's no different than when you're doing one of the, like a real broadcast, when we are out in the field and we're using T-Mobile and Verizon and AT&T data. You know, it can struggle when you have one of these big events where there's hundreds or thousands of people in the stands on their phones using data. Right. It struggles. Now you get away from that, you sound better. I won't say you sound any, better in that way, but your audio does sound better.
There you go. And that was the plan, to make sure at least it did sound a lot better, and now I can be able to also do promotional stuff to tag you and your famous stuff as always, right?
Yeah, we will say this: you're about the only one that does promotion, so we'll take it. We have made a New Year's resolution to do better promotion of ourselves in 2024. We are trying to round up. I've been trying to find us a sponsor that would love to jump on board there. We're going to have some self-promo stuff made. Little hype videos for ourselves. We've already got a guy that can make them. We just got to get it done. So there's a lot in the plans for 2024 here at LSRTV. And, we're looking We've got Full Throttle Racing Series. We got them coming in. It looks like, I believe
Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes are coming in.
So we will literally have a busy schedule starting in 2024. We're looking at like Monday through Thursday, full-on events, which is.
And then the Northwest Series will fire back up again, season 11 for the trucks, and then of course, I believe the Xfinity program, the Click and RV Fixed Setup Series is going to be back, because right now we're watching them trying to go 3 wide. We're watching Ritters trying to make a climb here. Another lap on the board.
Yeah, you're looking at teammates of Ryan Bloom and Toby Ritter almost, trading paint there just a little bit. We'll see if they keep it clean and green. So far, my prediction has been right. We're being green, but it's not for a lack of trying, Wesley. They've been trying to prove you right. And, get a caution out on this track. So, it's going to be interesting. I figured they would get spread out, but these are your top guys that were at the front. Now they're at the back, and they want to get to the front. And they're doing a little, I wouldn't say beating and banging yet, but they're definitely, trading airspace, to say the least.
Right now, another lap on that board here. If I'd have known I had the camera on, I would have killed the camera in race number 1. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's right now 13, 14 now. Working lap 13 of 40. And Rivers is the leader. Hey, here's the deal. We watch this big gaggle of trucks going at it still off that corner. And this is, of course, Plager and Miller, Carnathan, Bloom, Ritters. I'll be honest, Charles, Ryan Bloom is struggling in race 2. He's not getting up to the field, up to the front as fast as I thought in race number 2, like he dominated in race 1 when he got around, of course, Sturgill.
Yeah, and when I talked to him in the post-race, he said it might be different because of that dirty air. It's really holding them back. one car dirty air, you've been around NASCAR enough, one car dirty air is not going to hurt you too bad. But when you're stuck back here, you got, 5 other drivers ahead of you. You're getting a lot of dirty air. Now you see he's kind of spread out from that group and we're single file. I'm wondering if now we're going to see that. Plus, all of them said, they tried to conserve their tires because there's no pit stops. This is just straight 40 laps. But all of them said, I need to do a little better at conserving if I'm going to come through the back of the field. So tires very well could be an issue tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. We're watching that as another lap goes on here, approaching halfway. A very fast race here in race number 1. As all the while, Rivers is in the lead. Sturgill second. Plager third. Miller and Bloom top 5. That's the way it right now shakes out for them as they work their way back down the back stretch. Going into turn number 3. Rivers looking for his first win. If he pulls it off right now, he's that top dog right now. There's your Press Box Motorsports Podcast top 5. We're 3 wide almost for a minute as Ryan Bloom starting to now make a climb up in the top 5. Here comes the man that won race number 1 now. Charles starting to get into the top 5. He's in 4th.
Yeah, Ryan Bloom is on the move, and I kind of figured once he got that clean air, he'd be good. And having these drivers 2 and 3 wide behind him is not helping them any. It's definitely helping him. So we'll see if he can get his way up there. Unfortunately for Clifford, he's sliding back the other way. He's got behind these 3 drivers, and he has picked up some of that dirty air. And Andrew Miller, who was pole for this race, he's fallen back as well into the 6th position, 5 spots back. And they reiterated it. Once you get in that dirty air, it's so hard to get back to the front.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Charles. It's one thing to be up in front of clean air. It's one thing to have no trucks in your front grill, if you will, and you got them all behind you, and you're able to just be as competitive as you were, like we saw between Sturgill and Bloom in race number 1. But obviously, when you're mired in traffic, and it's not a big field of trucks like we mentioned, but when you're mired in traffic, obviously, everything changes. You got to change your way of driving. You got to change the way that you move around the racetrack, your setup, the handling. And as we're halfway home now, 20 down and 20 to go, and so far, caution-free, Charles, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Here comes Garone.
I don't know if it's the best description of dirty air or, you know, the further you are back, but I had someone tell me a long time ago that, you know, dirty air and being in the back of the pack was kind of like when you go watch, you know, mud bogging. The first couple of guys that go through were the front leaders. You know, it's brand new. It's a pristine area. They get through it real quick. The further you go back, those guys that go later in the deeper in the field, you know, they've dug trenches in there. It's all bogged down, and it's harder to get through. You know, he said, you know, it's not the best analogy as we see the 18 hit the wall, but that's kind of like the dirty air is. The further back you go, it just gets thick and nasty, and it's hard to get through.
Yeah, that's right. And right now, of course, the laps wind down. 18 laps to go. Rivers is out in front. Sturgill in second. Plager third. And they're right now 1, 2, and 3. Sturgill now trying to redeem himself, if you will, and get back to victory lane. And how about this, Charles? Sturgill has been the best truck on the racetrack right now as far as from the back of the pack to get to the front. He's got one spot. He's got to run down Rivers, and that's it with 17 to go.
Yeah, 17 laps to go. You know, you don't want to just overdrive it and burn the tires up, but you got to be a little aggressive. You want to get up there to make sure you have a shot, but 17 laps is quite a bit to go. However, you've got to, we mentioned it earlier, you've got to keep it in the back of your mind that even though you're looking at 16 laps to go, you're also talking half a minute laps. So you're talking 30-second laps. So you're looking at about 7 minutes worth of racing. So laps look high, but time looks very low.
Yeah, the time's running out. 15 laps to go with a cup of the line. And right now, again, look at Flager trying to run down Sturgill for second. And while that goes on, Ryan Bloom is in that view of those drivers. There he is. And if those guys get to bumping and banging and battling for the bridesmaid spot, make no mistake, Ryan Bloom's going to get right back in this thing here and get back up to the front to try to get on the podium. And also time running out, as you mentioned, 15, now make it 14 laps to go when they come to the line, as again Harris looking to try to get the biggest win of his iRacing career here in the Sim Racer Hub Winter Challenge.
Rivers got a good shot, but man, Sturgill wants that win after coming up just short of getting his second win in there. He would love nothing more to get a second win in this one, but I don't know. Rivers is fast. He is turning lap times. Looking at their last lap times going by, 31:015 for Rivers, a 31:062, and a 31:063 for Joseph Plager. However, Ryan Bloom, 31:034. So Bloom was actually faster than Sturgill and Plager on that last lap.
Yeah, he certainly was. Another lap on the board, obviously, now. Here comes Rivers. Rivers coming off that corner. Another lap on the board. Rivers, Sturgill, Plager. And, of course, Bloom, top 5 along with Cornathan. Has 12 laps to go. And, Charles, you might have called him a bluff, man. So far, it's looking like it's going to be a caution-free, fast night here at Nashville.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would be. And, you know, I got my information direct from the drivers. They figured it would be, too. You know, once they got spread out, you know, it was one of them all bets were off. I think even if we had a car spin out now, unless it was someone like one of these top 3, I don't think it would draw the caution because of iRacing's algorithm. You know, you got to be so far turned sideways. You got to do this, that. You got to, you know, be actually in danger of the other cars. Unlike real life, you know, if a car hits the wall, you're not endangering your life. So you ain't going to get that. So I don't think we would even get one at this point. We might if the admin, you know, felt the need to throw it. But I think this one, as we're coming to 10 to go, is just a Sunday cruise at this point.
Yeah, the only question is, has anybody got anything for Rivers? As there you see second and third, and Bloom is running them down, but right now the man in that top spot is the number 15 of Rivers. As we'll show him right there, Ryan Bloom, winner of race number 1.
And by the way, just
Sturgill was in second.
At their last laps, last one before these, a 31.003 for Rivers, 31.006 for Bloom. So, again, Bloom is consistently faster than these two drivers ahead of him. So, they actually ran a 30 this last lap, and everyone ahead of him ran a 31. So, Bloom is significantly faster. I just don't know if he has the time to catch him.
He's reeling them in, though. You can see literally from your camera, awesome work there, Charles. You can see 4th and 5th place of Bloom and Carnathan is reeling in the top 3 of Rivers, Sturgill, and Plager.
Yeah, he is definitely reeling them in, but you know, you got to ask yourself, does he have time to do anything? Is Rivers, he's kind of set sail in that U.S. Army number 15. Well, let's see. I think the line's right here. Yeah, there's the line. 7 to go. I just don't know if that's enough time. With that clean air out front, I don't think these guys can catch him.
And Rivers in that U.S. Army entry, man, what a big win that would be for that driver, man. He's never really done, per se, set the world on fire so far this season in the Sim Racer Hub Challenge Winter Series, but man, he's trying to change that tonight here on the concrete at the 1.5 miles of Nashville. To the line, 6 laps to go, and he is in front. You see Sturgill looking high, looking low. He's not getting any gain on Rivers as they go back to the backstretch, Charles. Man.
No, these, you know, they honestly, I figured they would get a little bit closer, but they've actually spread out in these last couple of laps, so that's definitely not good. I mean, it might be good. You can get a little bit cleaner air, but, you know, at the same time, as super speedway, you kind of want a little draft. Now, I bet if you could see these, you know, second, third, and fourth maybe get together a little bit, and maybe they could catch first with some draft. But, you know, honestly, I think, like I just said, I think this is Rivers' race to lose. If he makes a mistake, it could change. But I think this is his race right now. So hopefully he can hang on for the next 4 laps coming at the line.
Rivers works his way coming to the line. As Charles mentioned, 4 laps to go. 6 miles here in race 2. Nashville Knights, Twin 40s. Have a Merry Christmas from everybody at LSRTV and the Sim Racer Hub Challenge Winter Series. It'll be back the day after Christmas for the next round.
I will throw this out there, you know, for anyone out there watching, all of our fans and whatnot. If you feel the need to buy us a Christmas present, I will not stop you. I'm not asking, but I will not stop you. I wear size 1/8 scale RC Nitro car, just so everyone is aware.
And into the RC cars is Charles Wooten. He's got these new neon yellow greenish looking machines, and he's happy with them. And right now, laps winding down as, of course, to the home stretch we go with the driver, Brad Rivers, leading the way. He is up in front. He's looking good. Coming to the line, the penultimate lap of the race. 3 miles remain. Brad Rivers trying to be another first-time winner. And what a big drive for this man. It's going to be exciting to grab another interview with a first-time winner on the SimRacerHub.com Challenge Winter Series. Charles is right now, he's doing all he needs to do to keep Sturgill and Plager in the back.
Yeah, he is doing everything he has to do. And, you know, it's just about being smooth. These two, we might see a little battle going on there. Well, we'll have to keep an eye. It may be nothing but...
white flag.
Yeah, white flag is out.
1 to go. Final time. In the turn 1 and 2, Brad Rivers hitting his mark perfectly. Down the back straightaway. Turn number 3. Might have struggled in race 1, but it's strategy for race 2. Brad Rivers from the pole comes to the line. Welcome to victory lane. Brad Rivers wins race 2 at Nashville. Michael Sturgill Jr. will have to settle for second. Joseph Plager third. Ryan Bloom, winner of race 1, will have a top 5, finishing 4th. And Stan Carnathan, I think, Charles, probably one of his best top 5 finishes of the year as well.
Yeah, it definitely is indeed. It feels odd not having a complete top 10. We'll watch the 15 probably do some celebrating here as he comes to the front stretch. And, I will say as we get ready to do the results and all the post-race stuff and we watch him celebrate, it is not very often when we come to Nashville Super Speedway. It's a fun little track, but just, not a lot of drivers go here. Mostly because it's, it's not an actual track NASCAR goes to. So, we don't see it a whole lot, but it is a fun little track.
Well, let's take a look at the results here at Virtual Nashville. When it's all said and done, Bradley Rivers will pick up the victory. Michael Sturgill will finish in second. Joseph Flagler third. Ryan Bloom, Stan Carnathan, again the drivers to finish at the top 5, followed by Michael Garone. Toby Ritter struggles again tonight. Andrew Miller and Michael Wolford decided to not start the race. He dropped out, so there you go. And real quickly, Virginia 811 race summary. All zeros across the board again. Wait a minute. 1 lead change. Yes, I don't remember that, but I guess there was a lead change.
We did have one. It was just that one, but that was it.
Yeah, I lost count. So, hey, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to post-race, and we're going to grab the men on the podium, say our goodbyes, and have everybody leave us and celebrate Christmas. And the next time they return will be after the Christmas break. I believe it'll be the Tuesday after Christmas. And, of course, Charles mentioned we got a lot of big races coming up. The Roar by the Seashore coming up on Saturday. Sunday, the FEGPC
Christmas Bash.
Money League and Events event. Christmas Bash. Christmas Eve Bash. $2,100 purse. That's going to be a big event. New Year's Eve, Cody Deemers and myself will be doing the LSR Gaming 6 hours from Daytona. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central on December the 31st. And then, of course, as Charles mentioned, a lot of great things lined up for 2024 through the holidays and with your home for sim racing. Don't go anywhere. We grab Mr. Rivers and more when we come back from Nashville. Well, normally we grab 3, 2, and 1, but man, we always enjoy grabbing the man that pick up their first ever wins in the series, and that is what we're going to do right now for the man Brad Rivers. Brad Rivers in the U.S. Army Chevrolet number 15. Congratulations, man! Flag to flag, you are finally a winner in the Sim Racer Hub Challenge Winner Series. What's going through your mind right now, buddy? Congrats on the domination of race number 2 at Nashville.
Thanks, guys. It feels good. I mean, short field, but honestly, I'd say, if it was a bigger field, I'd probably get a top 5. There's some fast guys in here, so I'll definitely take it, So it definitely feels good, so hopefully I can get more.
You hung in the back in race number 1. Obviously, the invert puts you on the pole. What was the strategy? Was that what the plan was? Did you feel like if you had a chance to win the race, it would have to be race number 2? And obviously, why did you not make a rally to the front in race 1?
Yeah, race 1, I wanted to go for the front too, but I was working with my teammate Stan there, and I tried to follow him, to work past those guys that were trying to burn up their stuff early on, and because I saved it up a little bit, so we were going to get up to the front, but it didn't work out that way. So I figured if I was going to start up front next race, just go with it and ride that bottom, and it worked out.
Well, I know that it's not 20 plus cars or trucks, but a win is a win. Is this probably one of your biggest iRacing wins of your career, Brad Rivers?
Probably, yeah. In a money league, yes, I would say, for sure. It just feels really good.
All right, buddy, before we let you go, thank your... You are speechless. Well, listen, before we let you go, man, thank your sponsors and congrats to you.
Yeah, I want to thank Raise Energy, my sponsor. Thank Aeon's Motorsports. Without those guys, this thing wouldn't happen. So, and yeah, that's about it. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting, on the short field, but kudos to you guys.
Well, there you go. When it's all said and done, Brad Rivers becomes another winner in the fraternity of the 2023/24. Of course, SimRacerHub.com Challenge Winner Series, winning tonight, race 2 here at Nashville Nights in the Music City. Let's pick up the second place, man. Of course, Michael Sturgill, highest climber of the race on the invert, but you'll settle for second 2 times in a row. Nothing wrong with silver tonight. Your take of the week at Nashville, that was?
I actually got third the first race, so...
It's 2 podium finishes is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I got you. I'm disappointed, man. I did exactly what I wanted to do in race 1, and yeah, I feel like since the new damage model, these things suck in the wall a little bit more, and I guess I just got too close, so I felt like I had race 1, and then that happened, and then the second race, I mean, by the time I got up into like second, I couldn't do anything. The dirty air is so bad in these, and every time I got behind Brad, I just missed the corner. I mean, the same thing happened to Joseph too, like he was pulling up on me, and then he got behind me and he just couldn't do anything. I mean, I'll definitely take 2 podiums. I'm just frustrated with myself.
Man, I got a question. Obviously, where was everybody at tonight, do you think, Michael? Everybody about ready for Christmas and they just took a break, or what?
I guess. I messaged Gabe, like, he's in Florida, which I'm a little jealous of because I'm freezing in Ohio. Yeah, I think everyone's just,
right,
traveling, seeing family right now.
Well, at the end of the day, but it's still a good points day for you. 2 podium finishes, man, obviously. I want to go back to what you were talking about, this new damage model. Do you feel like that's the reason why the race was kind of calm? Because the drivers were not really kind of letting it all hang out like they usually do?
I think it had a lot to do with just after... I'd say like after 3 laps on the tires, it started to grip up and get a little on the tight side, so you didn't have to really worry about losing it on your own. And then with, the smaller field, there's, less people racing around each other, and also when it just, once the tires wear in, you're kind of riding around in a line.
Well, man, a good run for you tonight. Obviously, as you mentioned, 2 podiums. I do hear a little bit of disappointment, but I would still definitely take that before I let you go, bud. Thank your sponsors, and man, have a great Christmas season to you.
Yeah, you guys do the same, and thank Moscow Joe's, Roasted Jim's Coffee, Shady Designs, everyone at Eons, you guys for broadcasting this thing. I don't know if you had much to talk about tonight, but hopefully it was somewhat entertaining, and everyone for watching.
We find stuff to talk about, but there is nothing going on to talk about for sure. So we definitely did a really good job, even though we only had less than 10 trucks. And when it's all said and done, Michael Sturgill gets 2 podium finishes, of course, 3rd in race 1, 2nd in race number 2. 3rd place, man, Joseph Plager, man, I want to say this is probably the first time we've interviewed you on the series this year. What a great job. You'll finish in the number 3 spot. What a good job getting better and better in that 97 truck, bud.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this week's definitely been good. I mean, taking advantage of some of the guys not being here, but I felt really comfortable around the track and felt like I could save tires pretty well while still being fast. At the end, like Michael was saying, I got behind him, I got real close, and then man, it just took off like a rocket towards the wall coming out of one of the corners, and I was like, yeah, I lost about almost a full second on him. So it definitely tightens up at the end of that run when the tires are hot. But yeah, it was definitely a really good week. Really happy about it.
I don't want to say this in a bad way, but you kind of had your share of bad luck this year since this program started. But obviously, what a way to turn it around. Do you feel like you're liking the new setup and the handling on this truck than maybe other people are kind of puzzled about right now?
Yeah, I haven't had much time to really explore it, but I will say it feels pretty good. I mean, at least on this track, I've always liked this track, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but yeah, it definitely feels a little bit different, but yeah, it's good.
Man, I gotta ask you, what's your thoughts of being up in the podium and battling with these guys and being in contention to win? Definitely a way to turn things around to build up for 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Whenever we ran trucks a couple years back, or maybe a year or so back, I did pretty well in that series, and definitely struggled so far in the beginning of this season, but had some bad luck and some bad runs, but definitely feeling like kind of back to the good old racing that this truck offers. So I feel pretty confident going next couple races.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, thank your sponsors, and you have a great Christmas season with your family and friends, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, and thank you very much to Aspiration Homes. The sponsor on all of our cars, and thank you to Sim Racer Hub Challenge, and thank you also to you guys. It definitely wasn't a very big field, but looking forward to rewatching the broadcast, and you guys do a great job, so thank you very much.
Just remember that I'm mobile. I'm not in my regular studio like always, where I sound like absolutely dulcet tones. So just please take that in consideration. So
I won't leave a bad review.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the drivers, of course. Brad Rivers getting the win, his first win of the year. Michael Sturgill 2 times on the podium tonight, and Joseph Plager will finish again in that number 3 position. Well, Charles, let's wrap it up. Obviously, we've got a lot of great things still planned. Tomorrow night, the next round of the FEC PC Leagues Wednesday night Wild Money Series going to be at Daytona. We've got, of course, the events that are going to be the Roar by the Seashore. Brandon Broadfoot's putting that on. That's going to be a big money race. Christmas Eve, a $2,100 purse for the Christmas Eve event put on by Fake PC Leagues and Events. There's another big race on New Year's Eve, Daytona Road Course 6-hour endurance. All on LSRTV. Definitely going to be rocking and rolling before the end of the 2023 season. And I know normally you're in the promoter role / producer director role. Thanks for jumping in and joining me a little bit on color commentary, my friend.
Well, hey, you got to help out sometimes when you got to help out. And, hey, I got to buy RC parts too, so hey, I'll take it.
There you go. It's going to be a fun time for sure. As always, you can follow us at Your Home for Sim Racing at LSRTV, of course, on Facebook, X, and Instagram, livesimracing.com. Sim Racer Hub Challenge Winner Series is available as well. You can check that out, of course, on Facebook. And, of course, we're back with them right after the Christmas break. Bloom, Brad Rivers, winner tonight in Nashville. On behalf of Rocket Racing Media, for Charles Wooten and Jeff Stabnow, I'm Wesley Outland. Merry Christmas to you, one and all. We'll be back for 2024 with the next round of the Sim Racer Hub Challenge. Good night from virtual Nashville.